Hello everyone, I'm here to talk about fandom. For those of you who don't know what it is, I recommend that you look it up. But I will admit, at first I didn't know what fandom was. I didn't know anything about it until I looked it up myself. And I will admit, I've been into a lot of different things, a lot of different fandoms over the years. I've loved TV shows, movies, anime, cartoons, and everything in between. But there is what I refer to as the fandom pit. To me, there is a difference between being into a fandom and falling into the fandom pit. Being into a fandom is liking the characters, the story, the character arcs, writing fan fiction, drawing fan art, and stuff like that. Maybe even online forums, and maybe even coming up with board games based on those TV shows or whatever fandom you're into. The fandom pit, however, I believe, is something that people can fall into. They get into a fandom so much that they see things a certain way, to the point that that's what they believe entirely, that's all they believe, and if someone questions that certain way, the person could attack the other ones. They can come at you so much that it's basically like being attacked with a knife or a sword. It's happened to me before when I was posting mini adventures based on the Avengers on fanfiction.net. I mentioned in a mini adventure that Natasha and Bruce went on a mission together, and someone sent me a comment saying, "Hey, you paired Natasha and Bruce together, maybe you should expand on that." And I sent back a message saying that I didn't have them together. I just mentioned that they were on a mission together. Totally different things, right? Right. Well, that person basically came at me, no holes barred. They were basically saying, you shouldn't do that, you're dragging people along, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're fooling people. And I'm sitting there thinking, no, I'm not. They were in the fandom pit. They are evidently into the Gamma Widow ship, and, well, to be quite frank, I'm not. I have shipped characters together before in all different kinds of ways, but I don't defend those ships so hard that I'm going to come at you if you're into a different ship than I am. You don't see me going around, let's say, Archive of Our Own, coming across a certain fan fiction and coming at you just because you are into a different pairing than what I am. I've been into so many different fandoms, and I've liked so many different pairings. And I will admit, there has been times I paired main characters with original characters. And people can say, well, that's a self-insert. Well, I hate to break it to you. There is a difference difference between pairing a main character with an original character and a self-insert. An original character is someone that you create with their own personality, fashion sense, likes, dislikes, and everything. Self-insert, well, that's pretty much self-explanatory. You put yourself into that fanfiction, that fandom, and you see yourself with a certain character. I don't do that. I put original characters in there, and if they happen to be paired up with a main character, fine, that's what I'll do. But what I don't appreciate is being basically verbally attacked for doing something a little outside the box. So that's why I tend to call it the fandom pit. People fall in and they sometimes have a hard time getting out. So those of you who believe that you are getting to that point, try your best not to fall into it so badly that you are verbally attacking people and making them feel bad, be it by negative comments or outright flaming their fanfictions. And if you don't know what flames are, they are extremely negative comments about someone's fanfiction and or fan art. And that's just not right. I have been flamed before, and it is not nice. It got to the point that I wanted to, well, give up on writing as a whole. It got to the point that I just wanted to stop writing and take all of the notebooks that I have and just burn them. But my sister and my family and my friends and amazing people on a group on Facebook gave me so much positive feedback and so much positive reinforcement that I decided to keep writing, and luckily I have not been flamed since, and I'm happy about that. I try not to do something that will result in flames by trying not to have too much death or blood, or even talking about certain aspects. So, regretfully, I don't post anything on fanfiction.net anymore. And now I mainly post on Archive of Our Own. The tags make it so much easier for me. And I will include the link to my Archive of Our Own. I also plan on posting more mini adventures, which I mentioned earlier. And those of you who want to check it out, the links will be below. Try to keep any and all comments for this video and my fics positive. If you have any concerns, let me know. Just don't outright be nasty or negative. I don't appreciate that, and you will be reported. And do your best not to fall into the fandom pit. And I will be back to talk to you about a different subject later on.